Welcome to the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, where we take a look at some of the awesome news and reveals of this week. First up on the Wednesday Warrior Wrap-Up, we take a look at Mezco Toys, who during the MegaCon weekend convention, which there's quite a few things to cover there, but first up we're talking about Mezco. And we have a look here at some items that I'm very excited about. First up is a Samurai Jack in the 1/12 scale collection they do with fabric soft goods. And this looks incredible, hands down, amazing product. I'm looking forward to it. There's no set date, I think, that they have for pre-order yet. This was just, previewing it. In the same vein of things, their 5-point figure collection, they're also doing Samurai Jack. And we have some images here. And then something I'm very excited about that I kind of am curious to see what it's going to look like more is the Incredible Hulk from Marvel Mezco 1/12 scale. And knowing Mezco Toys, they're really good, and I'm curious with a character like Hulk, I'm curious to see how that will scale with Marvel Legends and if it will fit in really well, because we have some pretty good Marvel Legends Hulks, especially the last couple of years. We got the first appearance Grey Hulk, we got the Incredible Hulk from the Marvel Legends 20th anniversary line, we got, all the different Joe Fixits. We've gotten a lot of versions of Hulk. And they scale well with Marvel, but, they are all plastic. Not a lot of, soft goods, so I'm curious to see if this figure will have soft goods and, the usual Mezco awesome. But yeah, those are some items that Mezco showed off that I thought were amazing. There was a bunch, I think a couple other items they showed off there that were cool, but these ones really stuck out. And real fast in Mattel toy news, just a item that caught my eye this week. The WWE line of wrestling figures is going to do a John Cena invisible clear plastic figure for the John Cena You Can't See Me, and I just really wanted to cover it here because it is a ongoing fun thing that John Cena did in wrestling, and now they use it in commercials that he does and in all kinds of media, and it's just a very popular meme and stuff like that. But they're going to do a clear figure of him where it's the You Can't See Me figure, so he actually looks invisible. So I'm very excited for this one. I don't usually pick up a lot of wrestling toys, but I might pick up this one just because the memes and the funniness of it, and just John Cena's a really cool performer and actor and wrestler, so really cool figure. At MegaCon throughout this weekend, they showed off quite a bit of Transformers stuff, the Transformers team with Emily and Evan. They showed off the new HasLab, which is Liokaiser, which is very exciting. I know I'm a big Transformers Victory fan. A lot of people thought they were going to make, Robots in Disguise Megatron. Other people thought some other, Transformers characters. A lot of people want to animate Omega Supreme, but we are getting Liokaiser, the 6-in-1 combiner. You have to get about 10,000 backers to unlock it and get it funded with all 6 members, with their breast masters and all the fun characters and stuff like that. And then if you get to, I believe, 13,000 backers, you unlock the Death Cobra character, which I'm very excited about. This was a character that was a 1-episode story arc character. He came in, had a fight with Hellbat, got taken out by Hellbat, and I'm just amazed they're going to throw him in here, and he will be able to be the limb or a missile launcher, or as a lot of us fans are probably going to have it, just in robot mode or in copter mode next to Liokaiser. And then I believe, I know the images is here, so I might be wrong about this. I think the next tier, which is at about, say, 16,000, is the electric nunchakus, which he used a lot in the anime. So I'm really hoping we unlock this so he can have his primary weapon. He does use the blaster too that comes with the lower torso character, but it would be really cool to see these get funded. And then I believe at 18,000 backers we get the base, and the base nobody talked about this. I don't know if they talked about it even in the HasLab campaign, but Evan brought it up. They might have said it, I just didn't read it. But Evan said that it can separate, so the flying characters can have flying stands if you want to have them separate. So I thought that was really cool, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't need a base, but this is really cool looking. I'm very excited for it. If you want to back it, it's down in the comments below. Not in the comments, it's down in the description, so you can go click the link and back it. I believe we're at about 5,000, almost 5,000 by the time of this recording, so we're already almost halfway there. I'm very excited. I have a feeling this is definitely going to get funded, and I know a lot of people want Death Cobra, so I'm hoping we even get the extra on top of that. I know that this is something that is a fan-loved character of the Victory, And I know in the Asian market, I'm hoping that they'll come in when they do the numbers and kind of boost those numbers up. But very exciting news. We also have some more Transformers news, but I'm going to do that in the next part. More Transformers news from MegaCon, Florida, Orlando. We have a look at 2 Voyagers that went up for pre-order and a Commander class that went up for pre-order. The 2 Voyagers are from the Age of the Primes line and is none other than Transformers Car Robot / Robots in Disguise 2001 Sky-Byte, which I'm very excited about this character. I believe they won the fan vote recently, and we did lose the voice actor in the US last year, I believe it was, which was a little heartbreaking, but it's nice to see that they're getting a new figure for the character out there to kind of, you know, make something since the Thrilling 30s one, which was a while ago, and just have something for fans to be able to get for their Car Robots collection. On top of that, we also got Heatwaves from the Rescue Bots using the bulkhead mold. Something on the Sky-Byte real fast, they did say the shark mode is articulated. Evan showed it off during the panel that the tail moves, the face moves, like the jaws and stuff like that, and the head moves, which is really cool. But Heatwave here is using the bulkhead mold. It's got his Energon axe, that people are calling the water axe, and then his hose cannon, which is kind of like Chase's police copter, I want to say searchlights. I don't think they call them guns, but so now we have 3 Rescue Bot characters, I believe, with Med-X, Chase, and now Heatwave. So now we're just waiting for Blades and Boulder, I believe, are the 2 characters that were the rest of the main cast of Rescue Bots. I was surprised we got Med-X before those 2, but they want to do a Walgreens exclusive. And then we also got a lot of reveals. We got some Space Bridge reveals of some of the characters from Cybertron. We're going to get Sideways, and I thought it was Hotshot, but it's a different character, but the race car that uses his same mold. We're also going to be getting Sandstorm and was it Slugslinger, I think it was, in a 2-pack, and this Sandstorm will have the non-battle mask face, so that's really cool to see that coming out. I know some fans asked about the chest, if they were going to fix it. I guess there were some issues with the chest that some fans had, so they said that they would talk, Evan said he'd talk to Mark about it and see if that was an issue that they were able to fix, or if it was a big enough issue at all. We also got Heart of Steel. They're doing 2 packs for Heart of Steel. That is Bumblebee and Megatron, which was shown off at the booth after the panel, and then Optimus and Starscream, who was shown during the panel. So the 4 of them are going to release throughout the year, and this is part of a new capsule they're calling the Timeline series, which will be coming out every year. There'll be the 4 of them. It's always going to be Bumblebee, Megatron, Starscream, and Optimus, you know, the main 4 that people think of when they think of the Decepticons and Autobots. No offense, Soundwave and Shockwave, Grimlock and Jazz, you guys are still there. So we will see these 4 characters every year done in a different timeline theme. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming it's like dinosaurs, samurais, knights, stuff like that is what they might mean. But it's really cool. And then we also got Studio Series 86, Perceptor and Ramhorn and Mindwipe that are going to be coming out. So the 2 cassettes, and then the Perceptor. That I believe is a Target exclusive. They didn't say it there, but there'll be more news on all these Space Bridge reveals at New York Toy Fair. We also got 2 characters that I can't remember the names of, but they're going to be using Hound, I believe's mold, and Wirewolf from the Titan Returns Headmaster Gimmick 1. And then we got some other figures here. I don't want to go on for too long, but because we'll be talking more about these when we have future pre-order releases, but I just wanted to show off all the awesome stuff. And in Masters of the Universe toy news, but not Mattel, this time Mondo, we are getting another Mondo 1/6 scale figurine. So this is the 12-inch scale Masters of the Universe figures. We are going to get Evil-Lyn, the evil sorceress for Skeletor, and she looks incredible. She's got all the accessories you need to kind of change up her style and the era that she comes from. You can have it looking more classic, looking more their version, or looking more like, you know, the modern version, maybe 2000X. I'm not quite familiar with all the different versions of Evil-Lyn, but you have multiple choices here. She comes with her bird companion that I can't remember off the top of my name, but you get all these amazing accessories, and if you want to now, you can add her in with, I believe we have, what, He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, I think we have Teela, I think we have Beastman. We have most of the main core cast. I think we even have Trapjaw. I could be wrong, maybe I'm predicting the future, but we're getting quite a few of these characters. I'm very scared they might do a Roboto, and I don't know if I could financially do that. I love the character from Masters Universe, but I don't know if I'd want to buy a 12-inch one for the price that it cost. They're amazing figures, and if I was a 12-inch collector, this would definitely be what I was buying instead of the Origin figures and stuff like that, even though I don't buy a lot of those. As you know, I buy mostly the key characters I like Roboto, and Spout, I think is how you say his name. I should know. I'm a big fan of that character. Oh god, what if they did a Spout version? Oh man, that would be crazy too. I could just imagine all the accessories they could have with that. But yeah, back on the point, Evil-Lyn looks incredible here. There, I believe, is a pre-order date later on this year. Nothing set in stone yet, but it's nice to see some early shots of what we're going to be getting with it. And in Marvel toy news, this is not so much new news, but this is a update on a pre-order date. Thursday, aka tomorrow, after this video went live, the Maximum Series Spider-Man from Marvel Legends will be going up for pre-order. Dan over on marketing on his socials let everyone know that this figure will be going live Thursday the 13th on all major channels, being fan channel like Big Bad Toys, Entertainment Earth, Hasbro, all that stuff. There might be some at Amazon. The rumors are this is probably going to be a $50 plus item, but it does come with all kinds of stuff, hence the reason why it's called Maximum Series. And I'm hoping it does well enough that we see other characters done this way. There is some, concerns about it, because it's like, how many characters can you do in this wave where you can do a ton of stuff that hasn't already been done? Because this Spider-Man comes with a lot of accessories. I'm talking a lot, almost import quality amount of accessories. So I feel like, even at $50, it's not that bad of a deal, because you're only paying $25 extra, when right now, it kind of makes sense now though why the Marvel figures for Spider-Man and all the Spider-Man characters have been kind of dialing it down with web effects and not as many hands. So you have one web shooting hand and one fist hand and one open hand, and then the other fist hand on some Spider-Man figures. You got two fist hands, one open hand and one whipping hand, as they call it. Some people were pointing out like there's less and less accessories with these regular standard figures, and I kind of feel like this is the reason why now. That they knew they were going to do something like this, so they wanted to make it, feel really grand. And if you had a bunch of regular line figures coming with like 6 hands and 2 web effects and a base and all this other stuff, it'd make it harder to market something like this. Which, no shade on Hasbro, it makes sense that if you wouldn't want to kind of like, these effects would probably be able to be used on your other Spider-Man figures. So now all your Spider-Mans could be Maximum Spider-Mans if you want to give them these accessories, because they're compatible. I'm most excited for it because it looks like it's the Todd McFarlane style Spider-Man, and I really want that. So Thursday, I'm assuming 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time is when it will probably go live. And you can change the time zone for if you're somewhere else, but those are the Eastern Pacific time zones that I know of. I feel bad I don't know Central Standard Time or Mountain Time off the top of my head, or any of the other ones, but they did say it will be differently priced depending on the region. So the US might pay $50, but then you could see Mexico paying $60, and you could be seeing Europe paying like $65 or $55, so that might cause some chaos. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for this Spider-Man, if you're excited for the opportunity of the Maximum Marvel Legends series. Who would you like to see in it? I'd love to see a Captain America where he's got the base Captain America body with the red boots and the red gloves that are classic, but then all the alternate heads to make him like World War I Cap, World War II Cap, where he has the jaw showing, maybe the old black painted forehead with the A and the blue one, kind of like Diamond Select did, something like that, but in a Maximum series, and like have all the different shields, like 3 or 4 shields that he can use from the different like eras. And then maybe, some like extra unmasked heads with different hairstyles of Steve, something like that. Maybe some swishing effects for the shield, punching effect with like a boom or kabang, effect. I kind of want to see something like that. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. And in some toy related news, but specifically Happy Meal toy related news, I don't know if this is US based or another country, but I'm 90% sure this is going to be in the US because it is the 85th anniversary of Tom and Jerry, which is incredible when you think about that. They're going to be doing a Happy Meal collection with McDonald's, so McDonald's will be having Happy Meals of all these incredible Tom and Jerry figures and little knick-knack toys. If you want to get your hands on them, I think this is really cool. Amazing to think that it's the 85th anniversary of Tom and Jerry. I remember watching that cartoon all the time as a kid. I always laugh when people are like, video games are violent, and I'm like, yeah, they're violent, but so are cartoons, and they've been violent for a long time, 85 years here, with Tom and Jerry, you know, wrecking the house and trying to take out each other. But as a kid, you know, it was fun to watch that cartoon and see them kind of, you know, and the rare opportunities where they teamed up and kind of like, you know, realized that they weren't so different. They were just trying, you know, live life in the house and, you know, do their own thing. But as a fan of Tom and Jerry, I'm excited for this. I don't know if I'm going to go all in and collect all of them. There's only a couple here that I'm like, ooh, I might get that one if I happen upon it when I'm at my McDonald's. But I cannot go crazy eating Happy Meals like I did when it came to like the Pokemon cards or the McDonald's throughout the years Happy Meal toys, because I had to exercise a lot to burn off that fat. But this is really cool. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy Tom and Jerry, if this is something you're excited about. I know a lot of people are excited about the Pokemon card ones. Anytime they do Pokemon cards at McDonald's, it seems like it's a craze, and people love that. But this is kind of interesting and exciting to see this. And in comics that got our attention this week, first up we have a look at one that I'm very excited about, One World Under Doom, which is the story that takes place after Doom has become kind of like Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange has given him the title, and Doctor Doom is kind of, you know, all kitted out and powerful, and he's helped, you know, the heroes save the day. I don't know too much about it. I'm still reading, you know, most of those comics on my phone and trying to catch up. But this is very exciting to see what it's like to see Doctor Doom not be the uber villain and just kind of, you know, doing his own thing. I feel like it's kind of synergy with the whole announcement of the Doctor Doom movie coming out soon and having Robert Downey Jr. play him. I feel like they're trying to go another route with Doctor Doom in the comics to kind of see like, hey, maybe we can go that route in the movies if fans like this, or they're going to do what they want. I'm excited either way. Doctor Doom is one of my top villains from the Marvel comics, and I'm very excited about it. Next up, we have a look at DC's all-new Green Lantern Corps, where it has a bunch of the Green Lanterns, and I believe this is an ongoing series. I don't think it's a one-shot. I could be wrong, but it looks really cool. I like the cover with all the different Green Lanterns that help Earth and defend it. Really exciting comic. It's always fun to see, you know, different lanterns kind of hanging out and doing their own thing, and DC is always kind of fun when they have, you know, newer comics, and I do like their one-shots. They're always fun when they do one-shots. And then next up, we have a look at a comic I'm very excited about, Marvel #1 Eddie Brock Carnage. And this comic is about Eddie Brock fusing with the Carnage symbiote this time around and trying to work together. I have a feeling it's going to be like a buddy cop movie where they're kind of fighting because they have differences and they're trying to work together. Carnage is trying to be less, you know, murderous, and Eddie is trying to, you know, be more understanding of Carnage's situation. But with everything going on in the symbiote verse of things and how the symbiotes are doing stuff, it's kind of interesting to see this. Makes me want to grab my Eddie Brock figure, pop the head off, and put it on a Carnage figure that I have, just so I can have a figure representing this comic. Because I'm sure it's going to be really fun, because they're going on an adventure into the dark and abyss, scary world. So it might mean we're going to see Carnage go crazy a little bit here and there, because it's alien monsters, not, you know, New York City getting terrorized. And then another comic that I'm looking forward to this week is Marvel #1 Marvel's Mutts, I believe is how you say it. Looks really fun. It's all the different Marvel Mutts. You know, you got Doctor Strange's Ghost Pooch, you got Lucky the dog from Kate Bishop, you got Lockjaw from the Inhumans, and some other dog characters here from the Marvel Comics being taken care of by Miss Marvel. And it's really exciting looking. It's probably great for the kids to read if you have some kiddos who wanted to pick up a comic this week. And those are the 3 or 4 comics, I think I said 4 of them, that I thought looked really cool this week. There were some other ones. There was a Star Wars one for Bad Batch I thought was really cool too. But yeah, just a lot of great comics this week. Like always, go to your local comic shop, see what they've got, help them out, support them, and have some fun reading. And in our creative corner this week, we have a look at Kingpin _customs _NYC, who is a custom figure creative person on Instagram. I have their profile link in the description down below if you want to go check them out. If you're a Mythic Legions fan, or a Marvel fan, or DC fan, or, you know, just a fan of that kind of like custom figure stuff, this is definitely the page for you. They do all kinds of amazing customs. Some of the things I pulled up here to show off that they had was this amazing Mythic Legion Sinister Six Marvel characters. You got Venom, Vulture, Mysterio, Kraven the Hunter, Green Goblin and Hobgoblin that they did look incredible. I love seeing all the people turn Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions into other things. On that note, there's a Cosmic Legion RoboCop that looks incredible they had. Really awesome Zorro. They also do, like I said, DC stuff. They do touch-ups on the McFarlane toys and make them look even that more better than they were before. You can see before and after of Lobo here that I think looks incredible. Taking a figure that already looks nice and elevating it to like 1,000 in my opinion. And just a lot of other amazing stuff that you can check out on their Instagram page. Like I said, if you're a custom fan, if you're just looking for some inspiration, something to kind of get you into it and get you comfortable with the idea of doing it, definitely go give them a follow, check them out. Lots of amazing work on their page. Really incredible work. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.